I refuse to be scammed, and I have relentlessly been told that I shouldn't pull on these banners because the chances are just terrible. But when I saw the lineup, I couldn't help myself, so that's right, I might be pulling on this scam banner, but with each of these options being an absolute win in my books, I decided I would risk it all against some of Reverse's more challenging odds. So the only question for me now became, was I going to get the Spiritual Wayfarer or finally get my Queen's Girlfriend? And turns out the answer I got to this question was pretty interesting. So if you enjoy this type of content, leave a like on the video so we know to make more videos like this in the future. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and are enjoying the content, and thanks for watching it all. Enjoy the video. But before we hop into the pulls, as always, I wanted to make sure that I knew who these characters were. So I wanted to watch their trailers just one more time before I pulled. And I think that the interesting thing here is that Kakania's trailer is at S and Mercuria's is at B. Regardless of those positions, I've actually wanted these characters, both of them, for quite some time, except just recently pulling is sold. Kakania, you feel like you almost need to get her. It's almost necessary that I get Kakania, but at the same time, I've loved Mercuria since the very beginning, regardless of the trailer, which I think really shows how much I've enjoyed her design and, you know, her place within Frisco. Regardless of the outcome, I'm quite excited. So let's get into Mercuria's trailer here.
So, where are you headed, miss?
There.
Huh?
Where the energy gathers.
That way? You talking about the New Age market?
The universe, the stars, where their energy flows.
That's the girl. A free cleansing ritual?
She sounds like a quack to me.
Forming us, the children of Stardust.
You hear about Dexter?
Let me guess, he got up on his feet, only to fall again?
Our energies pull and twist like binary stars.
Mercuria, please. This is all my fault. I lost the necklace.
Give me your hand. Don't be scared. What will be, will be. You don't have to feel it to know it's there. Stars collide, embracing fusion. A connection forms between us. A new star is born. I trace a path along roads, between worlds, again and again. As stardust, traveling through the universe without end.
I think that, interesting. I genuinely think that where I put it, because I think that, like I said, at this point, I feel like a lot of these trailers could move around. I think that that is kind of a decent place. It feels like it kind of tries to ride on vibes alone. And it's like, I don't know that much more about the character. I just know that she's kind of like, she's about vibes and like, you know, she's spiritual and whatnot. But I don't really know much more about the game. There's nothing urging me relentlessly to play the game, and there's nothing screaming at me saying this is her character and this is why you should really love her. I don't know. I think that I probably would stick keeping Mercuria there, to be honest. But now, as we can see here, Kakania was placed in S tier. At the bottom of S, but still an S tier trailer nonetheless. Let's remind ourselves as to why I believe that. Now, here's the thing. When I first made this, it was months ago, and I was not at chapter 6. At this point, I am at chapter 6, so I won't be watching like the final minute of the trailer just because I think that it'll be pretty spoilery. So we're just gonna watch what we can, and hopefully it's fine. It should be fine.
Hey, if you're watching this video right now, chances are you are not subscribed, because 100% of people that watch this channel are not subscribed. Subscribe now.
The Viennese are too often ashamed of their mental illnesses.
That kind of sounded like the Switch.
To be seen going to a psychiatrist is considered a disgrace. But please, don't worry. I have my own way of protecting my patients' privacy.
Clara, didn't you know our expectations for you as a lady? Do you understand what you've done? You spoke against the professor, then snuck into his wife's room to do some arcane treatment. We paid for your schooling so you might build connections. not for you to become a swindler!
I'm not a swindler. That professor gave a speech on mental illness while his own wife was suffering. Yet he ignored her to hide his disgrace. Which matters more, father? Connections or a woman's life?
Enough! You are a shame to the Wingless, and a shame to the whole of Vienna!
Damn.
Ashamed as a whole of Vienna? Maybe. People's comments can be like a mirror. What do we expect to see when we gaze into it? A successful businessman? A respectable scholar? Or a so-called lady of class? No, I see none of them in my reflection. It may be that for my patients, my help is nothing more than a thin rope for those trapped in quicksand. But at least I can give them the hope of getting out. And if I can help those people face up their demons...
Okay, so she's not gonna say it. If I can help them face those demons, I think is as much as we're gonna get there. But still a great trailer regardless, I think. There's a reason why it's an S. I think that the way that it kind of frames her as a person within the first, like, 30 seconds, I think is kind of crazy. Like, you really do think, oh my god, wait, yeah, this is, like, one of the goats. Wow, she's, like, really, like, she's human. And I think that's really great. I think that's really great. I've used a shot of Kakania dropping the rope down. I don't know how many times I'm writing about Kakania. And understandable, like, I think that she's just such a figure that you kind of are pulled towards immediately. Through that trailer, you're just like, wow, wait a minute. This is a good character. This is a good trailer. I think maybe the weakest point of it is that it doesn't make you want to play the game as much as maybe, like, I don't know, a Tuesday trailer or an Assault trailer, but I still think it does the job quite well. What she stands for and of the work that therapists do in general. Yeah, and I think that's a great message. I think that it stays there. I think that I chose correct with both of these trailers, actually, funnily enough. So now, I guess the only thing left to do is pull. And we have the discounted one here for the 20%. 10 for the price of 8. Hey, maybe we one-shot this. Let's see what we can get here. Let's see what we can get. Oh, cheeks, dude. I can get cheeks. I can get literal cheeks. Ew, and it's only 1 5-star. What's the point? And it's Charlie. Hi, Charlie. For the first 3? I thought it was first 10. For the first 3 summons, is it? Wait, what? For the first 3 10 summons? Wait, Blue Puck is such a generous company? Oh my god, okay. Wait a minute. Okay, let's go. Let's freaking listen, I'm not gonna complain. Ew, get that out of my sight. The Fool and Alien Tea, those were free. Listen, I'll be honest with you. People might see this as a scam. I see this as them giving me 30 pulls for the price of 24. I'm happy with it. I'm happy to be scammed on this banner right now. I'll be honest with you. So, let's keep running it down. 1 freaking more. Interesting. Interesting choice from the game there to give me nothing. Okay, this is 40. Ew! Ew! Okay, this is 50. This is 50. Ew! They're taking forever! I'm getting scammed! 60. Okay. Are we ready? Oh, wait, hold on. So what do I need to be looking for here again? I need to be looking for Plant. I need to be looking for Spirit, I think. Not Beast. Not Beast. Let's see how this goes. Okay. We're here. Spirit or Plant. That's what we're looking for. Now, listen, remember, either one is a win, in my opinion. Let's send it. It's sold, can you imagine? Oh my god. I mean, he just stays winning. He cannot lose. Too bloody easy, all skill, no luck. That's what I'm saying. From the beginning. Oh my days, dude. The girlfriends are reunited? Truly. We love some Willow here.
That should be me, not him.
Yeah, you know what? I should maybe keep in the video me watching A94's pulls. Oh yeah, hold on. Let's see this. Let's get a sniff of this here. Is that a 6-star? Wait, you pulled it? That's crazy. Whoa! Oh.
If you made it this far and are interested in supporting the channel, memberships are available for only $1 USD. For that, you get a shout out at the end of every video. Join now!
And, oh my god, I mean, I guess now that we've pulled her, I probably should figure out how she actually works. I mean, I've been told a million times that she's a tank. Let's truly see how that is applied through Kakania's Xtreme Talent, the third one I've ever watched. And I think that it's kind of interesting. Place your bets will X appear. At this point, I don't know what the story's at. I don't know how long critters have been in control by the time that I watched Willow's one. So like, maybe, I don't know. Oh no, there you go. X is here. X's invention tailors for this specific invention? We'll see. We'll see what I kind of give it on off rip here.
The storm brings frequent anomalies, and also more development and field missions. Sadly, combat is not my thing. Luckily, data analysis is. Here, I'll walk you through the abilities of every arcanist.
Okay.
Please, Miss Tider.
4F4B. Okay.
4F4B.
Kakania, a Viennese doctor whose name is on everyone's lips, has finally joined the team.
Doctor?
Born Clara Vingler, she has built a reputation for helping people with their mental distress using her mirror, even though she doesn't have a doctor's license. Regardless, her competence and passion have earned her the respect and trust of her patients.
Amen.
After all, she has a very sunny disposition. She's probably one of the most talkative people you'll ever meet. Some claim to have seen her giving a 3-hour speech on morality and ideals to a dog on the roadside.
Oh my god.
Kakania also has a great passion for the betterment of society. In times of crisis, she would give up her life to better the chance of another's survival. And she will do the same for us in battle. At Insight 1, Kakania takes a certain amount of damage for her allies when they're attacked.
Damn.
The damage she takes is stored in the form of empathy, which subsequently determines the Genesis damage she deals when she next attacks. She stops taking damage for her allies when empathy reaches its maximum. At Insight 3, when the damage she takes for her allies reaches a certain level, Kakania recovers the health of the entire team. Whenever Kakania's health is restored, she deals Genesis damage to all enemies based on the empathy value she currently has. This is not regarded as an extra action. Kakania releases her skill Subconscious and deals mental damage to one enemy.
So
the higher her empathy value, the higher the Genesis damage she deals. Kakania releases Association and grants a one-target buff to herself or an ally. If used on herself, she restores health. If used on an ally, the buff Solace is granted to them at the cost of Kakania's health. The buff lasts for 2 rounds.
2 rounds.
Solace enhances the ally's attack. The higher the empathy value, the greater the enhancement. Kakania releases her ultimate, id, ego, and super ego, and deals mental damage to one enemy. The attack consumes all empathy and deals a large amount of Genesis damage to the target. In the meantime, all the damage taken by the target during the round is recorded. A proportion of this value determines the Genesis damage dealt to the target at the end of the round. So it's wise to have your team deal as much damage as possible in the same round in which Kakania releases her ultimate. Dr. Kakania uses mirrors to help her patients look within themselves and understand their inner desires. But things can get a little tricky if the patient is too shy to have a face-to-face consultation. That's why we need this, the introvert mask. This mask effectively reduces a patient's anxiety when having face-to-face interactions, leading to a stronger doctor-patient relationship. I have also fitted one-way glass into the slit on the front, so the doctor can observe her patient whenever necessary.
4C6F6F6B73 6661606960696172. Looks familiar.
Yeah.
It's just a coincidence. I can assure you that Lucy's face is still firmly attached to her body.
That's actually good. That's a decent one. That's a decent one. I think that's a fun one. That's interesting. Well, this is good. I think that Kakania introduces a quite an interesting dynamic in terms of how I'm going to build my teams. So I'm kind of excited. But regardless of whatever teams that I end up making with Kakania now on my account, I think that the most important thing here is that these two characters are now together. As much as I love Mercuria, and as much as I'm sure I love Flutterpage, to me, you can't go wrong here. This is what it's about. I mean, that's why we play the game. For those reasons, I see this as an absolute win. And shout out to Bonnerhead, Jejabons, Wachel, and Davin for being longtime supporters of the channel. And shout out to everyone who's become a member on YouTube or a sub on Twitch, including Badwolf, Chippy, Daddy Clank, Pixel Monarch, Elmoon, Emperor Valens, Quinoa Bowl, and Fadila Kwan. And a special shout out to everyone who has gifted a sub or membership to the community, including Blue Jonolith, Daddy Clank, Mr. Apple, Muhammad Ilias, and Fadila Kwan. And even more than that, shout out to those who have gifted more than 10 to the community, including Bad Goldfish, No Joke, and Quinn. Shout out to Chip for gifting more than 50 memberships. And a special thanks to Allura, Badwolf, and Chip for donating 37 skin, as well as a Perianite for the 10 USD, just for Isolde. And at the end of it all, to round it all out, a massive thank you to Badwolf and Allura, who has gifted more than 100 memberships to the channel. Truly some of the GOATs. If you support the channel by becoming a member for 1 USD on YouTube, sub on Twitch, or gift a membership, you also get included in the shoutout at the end of every video. Thanks for watching.